A Utah couple can breathe a sigh of relief tonight after their family lands safely in Salt Lake City just days after fleeing Ukraine. Well, thanks so much for joining us for Fox 13 News at 9. I'm Brian Schnee.
And I'm Amy Nay. Fox 13 News reporter Emily Tenser is live for us tonight at the Salt Lake International Airport with more on their exhausting journey and happy reunion. Emily.
Amy, Brian, it was not a smooth process getting from Ukraine to Utah. They drove from Kyiv to Romania, road tripped to Budapest, caught a flight to Amsterdam, then flew from the Netherlands to Salt Lake City, where they got in around 2 this afternoon. It's the hug that they've desperately been waiting for. It's an emotional moment for Oksana and Mark Durkis as they're reunited with their family after weeks of watching war unfold in Ukraine.
Like, we all very emotional, and it's like you cannot believe your eyes.
Mykola and Alla are Oksana's parents. They live in the country's capital, Kyiv, and moved to the outskirts of the city when the crisis began.
And just over the last couple weeks, it's been getting to the point where they can hear and see some of the explosions and attacks even from there. So really, that's why last week, like last Tuesday, they finally made a decision that, you know what, we need to get out of here. Oksana's parents, her sister, and her sister's children left Ukraine Thursday, packing all they could in this blue bag. That's one bag, that's it, right there. Of both of them, everything they own. This journey hasn't been an easy one. Mark says the U.S. isn't issuing any refugee visas. Thankfully, they were able to use a visitor visa from their visit to Utah 3 years ago. They were able to skip that and then come right here, which is probably very few Ukrainians that are fleeing are able to do that. Although they've made it to their destination, the stress isn't over. Their home and possessions are still in Ukraine, and 3 family members stayed behind to fight.
It's real, and it's very scary and terrible, and I wish I could pull everybody out of there, just, for them to be safe. It's unknown how long Mykola and Alla will stay in Utah, but right now they're safe and they're together, and that's what matters. We've been waiting for that for a long time, so I think now it's a big relief. Everybody's here and safe, and we've reunited finally.
Oksana's sister and her children are going to be staying in Germany. They landed there, and that's where they will be for the time being. Now, Mark told the airlines about Mykola and Alla's story, and they were actually able to be upgraded to first class on their international flight here to Utah. He says tonight, for their first meal after being reunited, they're going to go to one of his father-in-law's favorite American spots, Del Taco. Reporting live in the Salt Lake City airport, Emily Tenser, Fox 13 News, Utah.